Well, Donald Trump's former attorney and fixer Michael Cohen is testifying before a grand jury today as part of the Stormy Daniels hush money investigation. Cohen arriving at the New York State courthouse earlier in Lower Manhattan, where prosecutors say he paid Daniels $130,000 on behalf of Trump during the run-up to the 2016 election to keep her quiet about a sexual encounter she says she had with the former president. Here's what Cohen told reporters just before testifying.
You've heard me say this many times. My goal, this is not revenge, right? What this is about accountability. I don't want to see anyone, including Donald Trump, indicted, prosecuted, convicted, incarcerated, simply because I fundamentally disagree with them. This is all about accountability. He needs to be held accountable for his dirty deeds.
New York prosecutors have invited Trump himself to testify, but lawyers say he has no plans to appear. ABC News investigative reporter Aaron Katersky joining me now live outside the courthouse. Aaron, prosecutors, let's talk about what they're looking to learn from Cohen, because don't we really know everything now after the past 7 years?
You'd think, and it seemed kind of evident that Trump made this payment on the eve of the 2016 campaign to protect his chances at winning the presidential election. But the grand jury may not know that, and that is in all likelihood what prosecutors want Michael Cohen to testify to, because Trump and the Trump Organization logged the payment as a routine legal expense. But Cohen, who was there, who actually made the $130,000 payment, can actually tell the grand jury why Trump gave the money to Stormy Daniels in the first place. And that would help frame any possible criminal charges that the former president could face.
Right. And let's talk about potential charges that prosecutors could pursue if they decide to indict Trump.
Well, the prosecutors with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office are considering charges of falsifying business records. Ordinarily in New York, Kira, that's a misdemeanor. But prosecutors could try to bump it up to a felony if they can show that the records were falsified in furtherance of another crime, like a campaign finance violation, which is what Michael Cohen went to prison for. He pleaded guilty to federal charges. And you heard him say this isn't about revenge, it's all about accountability. Cohen has always said, and prosecutors have believed, that he acted at the direction of former President Trump when he made the payment to Daniels. And so prosecutors here in New York could be trying to elevate the charges through Cohen's testimony.
Well, let's talk about the latest from Trump's attorneys appearing on Good Morning America, out there publicly saying, hey, their client isn't being handled properly.
And this was the first time we'd really heard from Trump's criminal defense attorney, Joe Tacopina, who said that it's going to be difficult for prosecutors to try to prove that Trump made the payment to protect his campaign. The defense attorney said he was trying to protect this information about an alleged affair, which he denies, from his wife, Melania, and from his young son, Barron. And that's part of the reason why Trump made the payment, because as the defense sees it, he was being extorted. So far from being a crime involving campaign finance violations, this was a payment just to keep her quiet so as not to embarrass his wife. And that's a line of argument that the prosecutors would have to overcome, Kira.
So Trump's also awaiting decisions on a number of other investigations. We've talked about the one in Georgia surrounding alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Also here in our nation's capital in Washington, a special counsel now looking into Trump's actions leading up to January 6th, the deadly insurrection, his handling of the classified documents. There's so much at stake here for the former president. It's quite astounding to think someone who wants to be president of the United States again is undergoing multiple investigations.
But none of those investigations are curtailing his campaign plans. He is expected to be in Iowa tonight in order to make a campaign stop in the first in the nation caucus state. And Trump has said that if he is indicted, which his spokesman said would be simply insane because he's done nothing wrong, but Trump says it could help his numbers. And he said he's not going to shy away from his new run for the White House. Any charging decision in the affirmative, either by prosecutors here in New York, in Georgia, or by the special counsel, would make Trump the first former American president to face criminal charges.
Aaron, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.